Now, welcome everybody. I am in Bangkok, not my usual jungle surroundings, and I wanted to make a video today to talk you through some of the things that have been going on. I'm going to have to watch my step as I go along here because things are a little bit crazy on the streets of Bangkok, and if I die, well, the views will be good. I just probably won't live to see it. There's monks everywhere, there's buses, the streets are fantastic, and normally I think you'd come to a city like Bangkok on holidays. I've been watching people, but I'm not here on holidays. I'm here to actually read Tina's book, which is coming out in about 2 months, so I have to read the audio. But I wanted to tell you about some really tough things that have been happening, but also some unbelievable, exciting things that have happened.
มีนี่ด้วยแต่ฝั่งนี้กัดไม่เข้าแต่ดิก็ช้ำ
Just really, I wanted to give you a look at nearly dying here crossing the street. I wanted to give you a look inside the life of saving dogs and the challenges we face. As soon as I got to Bangkok 2 nights ago, I had a really bad feeling. Left all the dogs well and happy. Something just wasn't sitting right with me the next morning, and sure enough, got messages that Donut had died. She's a dog who we've been rehabilitating for about 4 or 5 months. Her spine had been crushed. We taught her to walk again, but unfortunately heart disease caught up with her. And that's actually the first dog that has passed when I haven't been there, which I found very, very tough, because I think you have some guilt there, you know, that I wasn't there, that I didn't get to say goodbye to her. And I think that's going to just continue to happen as you get bigger, unfortunately, but I found that one really, really tough. Now, one thing as I thread my way through the streets of Bangkok, one thing that would help massively is the subscribe button. We're trying to save as many dogs as we possibly can, and a subscribe really does. It puts a smile on our face and it helps us really get the word out there even more. So a subscribe would be massively appreciated. Today has been crazy. What happens is when you're helping dogs, and I know this from other people who rescue dogs as well, is you come across, everything happens on WhatsApp. I kind of slowed down there because I just saw a lovely dog. He's hiding in underneath the car there. He looks healthy, he's got an owner. What happens with dogs is a lot of the rescues happen on WhatsApp, so I can see them in real time, and Earth and Jam have actually been bitten today. There's a really dangerous rescue going on that, again, I wasn't there for, so I feel quite a bit of guilt because I don't mind getting bit myself, but when other people get bit, it's worrying. But they're in hospital, they're getting their tetanus shots. It's happened to me quite a bit before, and I know they're in pain today, so that's tough. But people are all messaging me wondering if I'm really sad, and yes, definitely. But it's more, I would say, a level of stress that's going on. We're also have poor Panda. Panda's up in the big hospital. He's 50-50. I think he might actually be less than 50-50 from some of the messages I've been getting. His livers are not in a good state whatsoever, and his organs, he might have cancer on some of the organs, but he survived his tests last night in his operation, so we're gonna see. We're also, the stress of the whole land is under construction. Tina's field hospital is last bits are on the go at the moment, but I wanted to just sort of tell you that, the mad stuff that's going on at the moment, but there's also an awful lot of good stuff, which I'll tell you a bit in the moment. There's some dogs that have seen their homes. I love walking through Bangkok. I really have very, very little time, but it's just such a eclectic mix of madness, really, you know? Nobody would bat an eyelid at you walking down the middle of the street with a camera. They just drive around you, which is probably thinking I'm a bit of an idiot. But anyway, so yeah, it's a bit of a mad time, and I don't like being away. I really don't. Last week I was in Singapore, again, totally essential. This week is essential. But as things kind of get bigger and scale up, we've definitely got an awful lot of challenges. Like one challenge we even have at the moment, I think I talked about this in a previous video, is 3 dogs. Yeah, 3 dogs. I was going to say 4. 3 beside each other are all incredibly sick. And they are Big Mac, Donut, who sadly passed away, and Panda. Now, myself and Valeria and Sybil have sort of convinced ourselves or are worried that there's something not right. Why are they all Kerry? There is a fourth one, Kerry with her big tumour. That there's something not right. So we're all very stressed that we've done something wrong. So much so that we're actually even off testing the water at the moment. We've sent it off some like $300 test to see if there's anything in there. Now, the law of averages tell us that it's probably not. I mean, Panda is in a horrible state when we found him. He's got, terrible stuff going on with his liver and organs. Big Mac is just incredibly old and does have heart failure and kidney failure and a tumour in his ear. Big Mac's going to die in the next couple of months. I'd say he might be down to 2 months now, but it could go quite fast. So yeah, we kind of convinced ourselves that there might be something up, but it just shows you the levels of paranoia and worry that go on. But I wanted to tell you all those things. Those are all going on at the moment. Anybody who rescues dogs knows that this stuff goes on a daily basis. It's very, very challenging, but we're going to get through it. I'm going to just pop in now to get another bit of this Tina audiobook done, and I'm going to tell you about some of the big successes that we have at the moment, because for all the hard times and the tough things that are going on, we also have some really big wins.
Intro. HarperCollins presents Tina, the Dog Who Changed the World, by Niall Harbison, read by Niall Harbison.
Now, I'm here in the markets and I just wanted to grab some food and talk to you a little bit more about the food here in Thailand and have a little bit of a reflect. Ready, Cap? Now, I've come in here to get a little bit of food actually just after finishing recording the book, and I think this is really fitting place to record. I'm going to show you what I eat when I'm in Thailand. It's a dish called khao man gai, which is just basically chicken and rice. It costs about $1. But I just finished reading the book, and I was telling you about the struggles that we have at the land just before I went in there. There's, obviously earth, jam getting bitten, we have a dog die, a lot of stuff. But when I was reading the book, it's like a blast down memory lane, talking about Tina, Alba, and Shaq, which are three of the dogs that I probably cup and cup. There's my lovely dinner has just arrived. Can't explain how tasty this is. It's the thing that I love most about Thailand is you're just on the streets and it's simple and it's cheap and it's no fuss. But Tina and Alba and Shaq were actually some of the hardest times of my life. Just like it's the hard time at the moment. Alba was obviously sad, but I also think of it as one of the happiest stories that I've ever had. The connection I had with that dog. Obviously Tina, only got to meet her for 6 months, but there's a part in the book where I'm talking about when I'm on my deathbed. I was just reading that's why I'm talking about it. When I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to think about iPhones or look at this food. I'm not going to think about iPhones or fancy cars or designer shoes. I'm going to think about sitting with Tina on the hammock and watching sunsets with Alba. I'm going to think about saving Shaq's life. Shaq's a really special dog to me because I didn't think he'd make it. But those are the things I'm going to think about. And even though at the time when Tina died it was horrible, but I think there's a really good lesson in there. I was just thinking, walking over here to get my dinner, that you have to enjoy the moments while you're in the middle of them. I would have always thought that my dream was to save dogs. When I was looking at spreadsheets in Manchester and it was raining, when I was trudging in on the tram, the Lewis in Dublin to work, and I hated it, any of the things that we go through in life, paying bills, or when I was a chef peeling potatoes and I'd had enough, I would have killed you to be sitting in Thailand eating rice on the side of the street saving dogs. So my message is, even though we're having really, really tough times at the moment, I'm not sad, because I'll look back in 2 years' time and I will think about, wow, the time we saved Butterscotch, the time we saved Candy, we gave Donuts. She passed away, but she's had, we've had some, there's times when we've been cheering and shouting her taking a few steps. They're some of the best days of my life. So these are the moments that you have to enjoy, even though they're tough. This is my dream life. And you get to save dogs' lives, so it's amazing. Now, I'm going to enjoy my khao man gai, which is, like I said, it costs $1. You can see it in front of me, it's absolutely amazing. meal. And now I'm going to tell you about some, as I walk home after I've eaten, I'm going to tell you about some unbelievable wins we've had at the moment and what's coming tomorrow. So a little bit of a stream of consciousness, but reading this book has been a real eye-opener for me. Things might seem bad, but when you look back in them in a couple of years' time, they're actually the good times. And you've got to live in the moment, like dogs do. Bangkok's obviously a Bangkok's obviously a mental city, and things haven't got. I'm talking about being positive, which I am. But just as I was finishing that chicken dinner there, got a message through from Earth, the photo, as I'll put it into this video. Megan will put it in. It show you that there's a dog about 100 miles away from Samui with basically its leg. Very poor people. They haven't been able to treat it, and they need us to, or they're desperate for anybody to treat it. So that's tomorrow. I was trying to organise a taxi for the dog on my phone. We're going to rescue that dog tomorrow and another one. So I just wanted to make this video, I guess, to show that there's always positivity in the world, right? We've been battered in the last 2 months, you know, from Alba to the poisonings to the, you know, Jimmy died, Donut died. I feel like it's an avalanche of bad news, but there's so much positivity, and the biggest bit of positivity is just this morning. It only takes one photo to wake up. I saw this morning Butterscotch. She's a dog that we found at the temple about 5 months ago in a horrific state. Horrific. I can't even explain how many animals were on her, chewing her, sucking her blood dry. To wake up this morning and see photos and videos of Butterscotch on the Isle of Skye, which I believe is in the Hebrides in Scotland. It's really, really remote if you're not from that part of the world. It couldn't be any further away from Bangkok. Wow, look at that up above me. Beautiful Butterscotch is there, and that's just made my day. It really has. What I love about Bangkok is you can just take turns down anywhere. I'm going to go down here, it looks very green, and there's more madness. So Butterscotch is safe, which is just incredible. Little Candy is in Spain. So there's so many good wins. Also, just this evening I was looking in Slack, which is a tool we have, and WhatsApp. Tina's Field Hospital has got a roof going on it. There's equipment coming in there that's been ordered. There is a vet starting at Tina's Hospital on the 1st of April. Contract signed. So even though I'm here in Bangkok and doing stuff, there is so much going on. So much positive news that you really, I think the point of this video, when I just sort of, you know, started talking at the start. Yes, we have so much bad stuff going on. So many challenges. You know, those dogs I told you all about, from Donut to Kerry to Big Mac. I mean, I know Big Mac 4 years now on the streets with Jumbo, and that's really, you know, going to break my heart to see him go in the next couple of months. I need to get myself ready for that. There's a constant stream of really bad news, but there's also a constant stream of really good news. And I think just reading back over it in book format about Tina and Alba and Shaq just reminded me about how many good things we see on a daily basis. And those are the things that you have to focus on in life. You have to enjoy the moment. You have to say you're not going to win every battle, you know, certainly not this week. Being punched in the face metaphorically a lot. But Butterscotch on the Isle of Skye, Candy, roof going on Tina's Hospital. Hopefully, I got some good news there on Panda. They survived his operation. They've seen a few positive signs. It still looks quite bad, but they've seen some positive signs on Panda. He's alive tonight in the hospital. So you really do just have to roll with the punches and keep a smile on your face and enjoy the moment, you know? Otherwise life would just go past you, and you know, there's so many bad things that happen. I'm in a mad city here where there's 10 million people, and, you know, everybody's got their ups and downs. But you've got to just keep plowing ahead and keep the positive focus on everything in life, because we are making a difference to dogs. Seeing the roof go on Tina's Hospital, seeing Butterscotch beside a fire. You can't win all the battles, but you can certainly win some of them. So I'm positive. And tomorrow morning we're going to go and help that dog. 2 dogs, the one with the bad leg and one that I've seen a picture of, which are horrific. And all you can do is win the next battle in front of you. And sometimes, like with Tina and Alba and Shaq, it's only a couple of years after that you look back and you realise that they were the best moments of your life. So even though it feels tough at the moment, I've got a good reminder, and so should all of you guys, that whatever you're doing in life is, you know, even though it's tough, it's maybe raising kids, or it's battling through college, or a tough time at work, whatever it is, it might actually be the best time of your life. Tina and Alba and Shaq were the best times in my life. And maybe right now, walking around the streets of Bangkok, saving dogs, even though I'm not with them physically, we're still making a difference. So maybe this is the best time in my life. I'll look back in 2 years and be like, wow, Remember when you were sitting in that $1 chicken place and you were saving dogs on your phone and trying to change the world? Maybe this is the best time of my life. I think it is. So yes, message in there somewhere, I hope. Enjoy yourselves. I'm in a temple now. Don't know how I ended up in here, but I wandered off for somewhere quieter because the streets, I was nearly going to get killed. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe would help massively, and a like, and thanks for following along.